was. I am joined now by a man who played for Penn State. He was coached for years by Jerry Sandusky and Joe Paterno. Lee Rubin, thank you so much for joining me. You are the author of a book, Win, Simple Insights to Help You Win the Game of Life. Who wrote the foreword for this book?
Coach Paterno wrote the foreword to my book.
Okay, you have seen Jerry Sandusky. Obviously, you're close to Paterno. I mean, he wrote the foreword to your book. Were there any warning signs? Did you see anything that this man, Jerry Sandusky, was the monster that he is being accused of being tonight?
Absolutely not. And let me first say that it's such a difficult situation. Our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims and their families. It really comes as a complete shock. Absolutely no signs, no clues, nothing that you could point to, even in retrospect, that may have tipped us off to this type of activity.
Yeah, and that is because he doesn't fit the caricature that we have in our minds of what a pedophile looks like. Look, I'm not convicting the guy. He needs to go to court and face his charges there. But I can say for one thing, for certain, is that we have caricatures in our mind of what certain people look like. Drug addicts look like this, when often they don't look like that at all. Pedophiles look like this, when they don't look like that at all. This was a quote-unquote good person. Oh, my God, I have read some of the articles about him, fawning articles, that never questioned anything he did, that called him virtually a saint. Don't you think that's part of the problem, Lee, that nobody ever questioned this guy's behavior?
Well, you're right. There's this idea you may have of what a pedophile may look like. I think, if these allegations are true, the worst thing is that this individual hid behind that idea of trust and manipulated these young children. It's a very difficult thing to really comprehend and think about. As former players, someone that we actually trusted and looked up to.
Look at him. Just I hate to jump in, but just you see him here with kids. He's constantly surrounded by kids. There he is reading a children's book. You see him in another shot. They're talking to kids, and we have to blur their faces now. There he is with a kid on his back. It's beyond comprehension that this man had access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids, and that these allegations go back at least till 1998, even 1994. Remember, Lee, he created the second mile in 1977, okay? His first accusation is in 1994. There's a 17-year gap